Hello everyone, I'm Lovin Asyong and I'll be discussing the masculinity. So the learning outcomes of this study, at the end of this chapter, the students should be able to explain the importance of understanding that masculinity is construct and state why the concept of masculinity can be oppressive to men. So the first topic is men's and gender studies. So what is men's and gender studies? Gender studies is promoting gender equality by engaging men in the conversation. This involves challenging harmful stereotypes, promoting healthy masculinity, and promoting men to be active allies. So next is beginning of masculinity. So what is beginning of masculinity? Beginning of masculinity is promoting masculinity is an ongoing process of evolution and interpretations. Its concept that has been shaped by biological, social, and cultural forces throughout history and continues to be redefined in contemporary society. Next topic is what makes a man a man. So there are many ways to be a man and there's no right or wrong answers. It's about being true to yourself in living a life that aligns with your values. Next topic is proving masculinity. So the concept of proving masculinity, a flawed and harmful system, instead be should active to create a society where men and free, where are men to where are men free to express their individuality, and where masculinity it's not defined by express their individuality, and where masculinity is not defined by dominance and progression but by compassion, empathy, and but by respect to all.
Good day everyone, I am Roger Villanueva and I'm about to tackle the masculinities as a homophobia. In this topic, it focuses on homophobia is not the fear itself of gay men. It's fear that a man can will become a gay or feminine. The next topic is a masculinity as a power. So in this topic, it focuses the masculinity is often tied to power and control. The fear at losing masculinity is linked the fear and losing power. And the next one is men as a masculine generic and male entitlement. So in this topic, focuses on masculinity is tied to power and control. Men's silence can perpetuate the oppression. And lastly is men and fragile masculinities. The main point of this topic is that traditional masculinities can be fragile and limiting, causing psychological conflict and anxiety for men. That's all, and thank you.
Good day everyone, I am Rimarito Pastorioso from chapter 17, and I'm gonna tackle about the responsibility of men and is the Philippines a masculine country. So let's tackle about the first one. So Michael Kimmel emphasizes that men's behaviors and attitudes are the greatest obstacle to women's equality. He advocates for men to take responsibility and cooperate with women to change sexist cultures and promote global equal rights. Men's traditional masculinity can be fragile. And the second one is the Philippines a masculine country? So the Philippines is predominantly characterized as a traditionally masculine-driven cultural, social, patriarchal, family-centered, and community-oriented society with strong emphasis on values.